Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome everyone in today's class for the 6th elementary grade. Our textbook is Weekend 3 and today inshallah we will cover Unit 12. My Dream Vacation Finding Out Time on page 90. This lesson will be presented by me, teacher Mazen Harbi, and the sign language by Mr. Fawaz Al-Agil. So let's begin. Let's first get to know our objectives in this lesson. At the end of this lesson, we hope that you will be able to, number one, build up questions and answers using going to, and also to practice the vocabulary of some of the activities, and also to practice the dialogue with a partner. So in today's lesson, we're going to make sure that we will learn three things. First is to know how to make questions and how to make answers using going to. And we said that going to, which means going to a certain place. And also we said that we're going to practice some of the vocabularies and some of the words relating to some of the activities. So, and the third thing is that we're going to practice the dialogue, the conversation between yourself and also your partner. Maybe this partner could be one of your classmates, could be one of your family member, could be one of your friends. So to do all of these objectives, I would like you please to open your books on page 90. I'd like you please to open your books on page 90. Now on page 90, the first thing you can see on this page is this board, and we call this a flight board. We call it flight board, where in this board you can see all the information about the flights that they are going to departure, the flights that that are going to depart to different places. For example, here in the first column, you can see time, which means the time of this flight, the time of this flight. So here, for example, we have 11:30, 12:45, 14:10, and so on. And here in the middle, we have the word destination, which means the place we are heading to or the place we are going to. This is what they mean by destination. As you can see here, we have Berlin, Kiev, Hong Kong, Dakar, Nairobi, Rome, Paris, and so on. And after this, in the third one, here we have flight, which is the flight number. And usually, the flight number has or contain of letters and number. For example, the flight number of Berlin flight is TU 4709, and the flight number for Paris, for example, is PE 482 and 3. So the first column here is the time when this flight going to depart or take off to the place or the destination, and the second column is for destination, the place that this flight or is going to. And finally, the last column is the flight, which is the number of this flight. And usually in each of these board, you will see something that is written here, which is departures. Departures, which means the planes that they are going to take off, the planes that which are going to take off. And we have other flight board where we won't see departure, but we will see arrival, which means that the plane that they are going to land in the place or in this airport. So two important words that we need to know of whenever we go to an airport, for example. The first one is departures, which means all the flights that going to take off from this place. And also sometime we'll see a flight board that says arrival, which means all the flights and planes that are going to land at the place you are standing. So here we're going to read and also to know the meaning of some of the dialogues that we can see in this page. Let's read the first one. The first one, we have someone asking his partner by saying, "Where are you going?" Say after me. Where are you going? Where are you going? And we usually use this question to ask people about their destination. Where are they going? Are they going to Berlin? Are they going to Paris? Are they going to Rome? Are they going to New York, for example? So usually, if we want to know someone and where is this someone is going, what is the place or what is the destination, we ask this question, where are you going? Now let's read the answers together. I am going to, and always you should start your answer with I am going to. Here how we use going to in questions and answers. With question we said, where are you going? Where are you going? And with answers we used or we start our answer with I am going to. For example, I am going to Berlin. I am going to Rome. I am going to Auckland. I am going to Dakar. So here we have different places, and whenever we say or whenever we mention the destination, we start our answer with I am going to. And then after using I am going to, here we name the city or we name the place. I'm going to Riyadh, I'm going to Rome, I'm going to Paris, I'm going to New York. It is important that when you use or when you start using going to in an answer, to follow it directly with the name of the place. Now, this is regarding, the first part is regarding the flight boards and what to ask when you go to the airport and when you see a flight board in front of you, and then you see different names of different cities, and you can ask your partner, where are you going? And your partner will have a look at the flight board and will choose or will say one of these cities he can see in the flights board. Now let's listen to the second dialogue or the second conversation we have. And before we do this, I would like you to have a look at this picture. Can you tell what is this area? This area is usually the area where passengers are sitting here waiting to board on the plane. Usually when you go to an airport and when you checked in all your papers and all your luggage, so what you need to do, you need to wait until the boarding time. And where you should wait during that time? You should wait in a place like this, where you can see chairs in both directions, and also you can see the plane, and this is the aisle that leads to the plane. So this is what we call the waiting area, where you sit down and you wait for them to call you to board on the plane. So this is the place. Now let's read the conversation that these people had in this place. So it started with a question that it says, how long does it take to get there? How long does it take to get there? Now say after me, how long does it take to get there? Very good. So now someone is asking his or her partner about how long, how many hours that we need to have to get there, to get to the destination, to get to the place that we are flying to or that we are going to. And here we can talk or use different answers. But what is most importantly that we start our answer with it takes about. It takes about. So when someone asks us how long that does it take to reach or to get to New York or to get to Paris or to get to Riyadh, how long does it take? We start our answers with it takes about. And then we can say number. We can say it takes about 2 hours, or it takes about 3 hours, or 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours, or 9 hours. So no matter what the time is, or no matter how many hours we can use or say, the most important here is that we start our answer with it takes about. It takes about. This is what is most important in answering such question. When someone asks us about how many hours or how long does it take to get to a certain place, we start our answer with it takes about. It takes about 3 hours, it takes about 5 hours, it takes about 7 or 8 hours, as you wish. But what is most important here is that we start our question with or our answer with it takes about. And the same goes with the previous one. The same goes with the previous answer where we used I am going to. Where we used I am going to, we said that we should start our answer with this phrase I am going to if we want to talk about destinations. If we want to talk about destination, I'm going to Abha, I'm going to Jeddah, I'm going to Riyadh, Berlin, Rome. It is important that we start the answer with I am going to. And the same goes for the second question. When we have a question or when someone asked us this question, how long does it take or how many hours it will take, we should start our answer with it takes about. It takes about, and then we name the time 3 hours, 1 hour, 4 hours, and so on. And after this, we have the third conversation or the third question we can have in this conversation, which is about this picture. Can you have a look at this picture and tell me what does this picture represent? Here we have a cup of coffee, and here we have a hat, and here we have a camera, and here we have picture of different seas and beaches, and here we have a map. So can you tell what this picture represents? This picture represents all the activities, all the things that we can do when we go to this place or when we travel or when we get to our destination. So this picture represents all the different activities from using the map to going to the surfing in the sea and taking photos and also wearing hat and going to cafes. This picture can represent small amount of different activities that we can have or see or use when we travel. So let's listen to the third one. The third question we have here is, what are you going to do there? What are you going to do there? So when you go to this place, when you reach your destination, the place that you fly to, what are you going when you go to this place? And here we can read or say different activities. For example, I am going sightseeing to have a look at different views. I'm going skiing, diving, stay at an English camp. So here we have different activities that we can do when we go to these places. And what is most important here, that we start our answer with I am going. With I am going. So what are you going to do? Well, I'm going swimming, I'm going playing, I'm going sightseeing, or I'm going skiing, and I'm going to stay at an English camp. So here are different activities that we can use when we think of the place that we are going to. So here we have learned three questions about traveling and about using going to. We said that we use going to with the first question, and also we use going to even here with this question. Now let's review all of the three questions that we learned in this lesson. The first one is where are you going? Where are you going? And you should practice all of these questions with your partner. Where are you going is the kind of question that you ask to a partner, and what the answer should start with? The answer should start with I am going to. I am going to, and then you name the place. To Abha, to Riyadh, and any other place. The second question, how long does it take to get there? This is also a question, and we said the answer of this one should start with it takes about, and then you mention the number of hours. And the third one, what are you going to do there? You can name any of the activities from the previous conversation. So at the end, it is important that you say where you're going and how long does it take and what you're going to do on a trip. And now we have reached the end of our lesson. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.